We were at a hotel in Philadelphia, and I was with my parents, and in walked a tall black man through the door that I recognized from TV, right? And I said, Dad, look. And he goes, well, go say hi to him. So we went over and said hi to him, and his name was Muhammad Ali. Or excuse me, his name was Cassius Clay before he
Wow.
became Muhammad Ali. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
back in 1965 or so. And it had a very huge impression on me. When I was 16, my friends and I wanted to go to a ski trip. And at that time, it was $75. And I didn't have the money because I wasn't working at the time. And I went to my mother and I asked my mom if I could borrow $75. And she said, son, I don't have it. I'm sorry. I can't give it to you, right? 2 days later, she came up to me and handed me $75 in cash. She said, don't tell your dad. And I couldn't understand why she said, don't tell your dad, right? And I went on the trip, had a great time. 2 weeks later, I'm in my room. It's about midnight, and I overhear my parents in the other room talking about they can't pay the rent that month. We lived in Malibu, California, but we were middle class. My dad just ran Fortune 500 companies, and he had stopped his business because he wanted to become a writer and quit with the money he had in the bank. So we hung together as a family. And when I heard that, I got tears in my eyes. I felt so sad. I was basically, cried thinking about it. And I thought, you know what? I just borrowed $75 from my mom. She can't even pay the rent. I will never, ever borrow another dime from my mom or my dad again. As a matter of fact, I'll do everything it takes to make money so I make sure they have nothing to worry about the rest of their lives. We were working these trade shows as a family to make money and pay the bills. There was a jewelry booth there who was making jewelry, coral and hishi and turquoise necklaces and bracelets. And I learned the business, and I started buying supplies, and for $5 I would make a set of earrings, or $10 a necklace, and I would sell them for 40, $50 at school, and I started clearing like $800, $1,000 a month when I was 16 years old. But the thing I learned from the Cassius Clay is that let people know you're in the room. Be kind to everybody, right? Treat everybody with class. Be a role model to your sphere of influence, and treat people the way you want to be treated. And always be honest. Very, very key.